And it's good morning on my social media this morning. Just sending that out.
Can you imagine?
Everyone.
He's trying to form like he's still a very young guy doing social media.
Get off your Instagram.
It's Elijah. All those girls toasting you. It's all right. Good morning, everyone.
It was a long week all around for Nigeria and Nigerians, but we are here. And it's Friday.
Of course.
Thank God it's Friday.
Feeling is in the air.
That Friday feeling, we're more relaxed, and you know, it's going to be a good day, I think.
Yes, I feel like it's going to be great as well. You know, new beginnings come with the beginning of the week, and then we wrap up everything we're trying to do throughout the week on a Friday with some fun, with some food,
excitement,
and
some music,
exactly.
Everything. Is going to be a fun show today. It's Friday. Now, don't forget that we are live on all our social media platforms, Facebook especially at TVC Connect. We're also live on our website at tvcontinental.tv. Don't forget. So if you're on the way, whatever it is that you're doing this morning, you can watch us live.
We're going to be right there with you all the way till 9 a.m. So just make it a date with us. Of course, make sure you use our hashtag. That's Wake Up Nigeria.
If you're sending us comments and stuff.
Are people winning?
Are
you
people
must
winning
comment.
stuff today?
Well, if Mike is gracious today and he...
Yeah. We'll probably be giving out a few
if he
things.
woke up on the right side of the bed, he'll be giving out some tickets.
So make sure you start sending in your comments. Let us know what's going on with you.
Yeah.
And if you have predictions for the finals on
we
Sunday,
need that. Yes, indeed. We are going to be telling you what's showing in the movies as well. But hey, we're going to be helping you usher in the weekend.
Guess what? When it's Friday as well, there's something happening in the kitchen.
Yes.
Everybody knows that. Chef Mary Jane is usually around on
Yes,
Friday.
indeed.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
We have something exciting for you this morning.
Yes, that's why I'm dancing. Luckily, I'm not cooking today.
I'm learning how
What,
to dance.
really? Really?
We're making something.
It wasn't that bad. It was really cool.
No, it wasn't. But I'm just saying that, thankfully, Chef Mary Jane is here to take the stress off me.
Yeah.
You know,
but
like-
remember that next week we're going to be we're doing a thing where everybody gets to cook something. So
Seriously?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
just tell me that day so that I'll, take my day off on that day.
so we can all
yours.
You will be surprised, I promise you.
Okay, so we're going to be starting on a high note. We're going to have a performance, from a Nigerian artist that has been around for quite a while.
For a while, yeah.
Let me spell her name out for you. Bouqui. Yes,
Ladies and
indeed. She's going to be here. She has a brand new track out called Victory.
Yes, indeed. And then, of course, we've got more for you on this Friday. Daily updates of the World Cup in Russia also coming up later.
And that's courtesy of Power Oil. Shortly after that, we're giving you a lot more this Friday. Friday fun. We're going to have a dance routine coming from Wisdom and his crew. Now, these guys, they can't just dance. They express themselves through movement.
Wow.
Well, that sounded really cool, right?
Yeah. And finally, our special guest on the show today is the winner of the recent Miss Africa World Beauty Pageant, Queen Uche Umiaguku. She's going to be joining us. We're going to get to know her, essentially.
Yes. Beauty queen.
I like it.
I know quite a bit about that, Just saying, Yeah, so just in case you didn't know, I'm going to toot my own horn here. Well, I was Miss Lagos 2007.
That was like 20 years ago.
It wasn't that long.
It's like 20 years
It
ago.
was not. Okay, it's actually,
Lagos.
quite a long time now.
Today's show promises to be so much fun and sweetness.
Yeah.
We're making something delightful.
Look forward to it.
And I was actually expecting you to give me some girl power support thing, but it didn't come.
Oh yeah, go girl. Are we going? Are we doing this?
We're doing this. Yes,
we are.
What are you guys talking about?
No, nothing. It's fine.
Sorry. Am I safe here?
Yes, you are. Hopefully, Mike will be giving out tickets to the movies today. Hopefully.
Okay, today, hopefully.
Yes.
Looking forward
when he's
to
back
that.
from Russia.
we actually, when we announced that he was going to give out tickets.
Yeah.
He kind of ran from the studio. It was like, you know, he ran for the hills.
We'll find,
he went to
whatever
get
happens, we'll find where the
World Cup
tickets are.
updates, so,
Yeah.
from Russia.
Right.
So when he arrives, I'm sure he'll be here to do that. So there's this hashtag small girl big god that's trending on social media.
Yeah.
And I think it is very insulting.
To who?
I think to
God.
It's
right,
disrespectful, and I feel like it's mocking. I mean, and now everybody's saying small girl goes out with 500 naira and comes back with shawarma, bottle of champagne, pack of pizza. Hashtag small girl big god.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, like, yes, we are a very religious country. We can't take that away from, you know, who we are,
Yeah.
you know, even as Africans. But then, and God, well, that also depends on your relationship with him. So he always plays a very critical role. But then, don't associate, there are a lot of, and you know what's funny about this trend? The fact that it is the runs girls, in quotes,
that are using,
it.
the small
And
girl
it's
big god.
that's why it's insulting.
Okay, so I'm
Come
not sure.
on.
I'm not sure it started out like that. I think it's probably just one or two people that have turned it into that.
No, well,
you know?
I think...
Because I used to use that hashtag. You know, I even used to use it for posts that I had my kids' pictures in. You know, so it was actually a very simple, humble
It was supposed to have
comment.
started that way.
And that was how it started.
It was supposed to have started that
but
way, but I think
something
what
turned
eventually
around.
happened was, you know, single girl buys a Range Rover.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any known source of income.
Exactly.
And then she says
And hashtag small girl big god.
Small girl big
I
god.
get
She you know takes a photograph of a Louis Vuitton bag.
Yeah.
On top of silk
also
sheets.
putting a lot of
Puts
pressure
that on
on
Instagram
young
and
girls
says
these days.
small girl big god. So all of that happens a
no,
lot,
yeah.
and you know, so we see that.
It's put a lot of pressure on them. I feel like we need more of, you know, those successful women who have, you know, who have hustled from the ground up to be out there, because we need these young girls to be motivated by successful women today who are credible by what they do.
In the end, you know, there's still so much that we have to solve, especially with regards to social media etiquette and having regard for people's religious views, especially because to me, I can't use that hashtag anymore because it just gives the wrong perception.
Yeah.
But I would love to appreciate God on Twitter. So who knows what's going to happen to the next hashtag we create? It could turn around.
All right, I think it's about time for us to take the news.
Yeah, you'll be taking that.
And I'm going to be taking that. All right, that's my camera. We have information reaching us that people have been killed last night. A suspected Fulani militiamen overran Dagio community in Gere local government area of Adamawa State. This attack is coming a few days after herders attacked communities in Numan and Damsa local governments of the state, where about 20 persons were killed. Now, locals told TVC News that the attackers set the community ablaze after wreaking havoc before heading towards Goron. When contacted, the spokesman for the State Police Command, Othman Abubakar, did not deny the report, but said he doesn't have the details. Wednesday's clash between the police and PDP supporters in Ekiti State is now a subject of investigation at the House of Representatives. The incident was brought before the House by Tajuddin Yusuf from Kogi State, and when it came up, the lawmakers were divided on the motion. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, began the distribution of sensitive materials on Thursday in readiness for Saturday's governorship election. The materials, which were being moved from the Ado-Ekiti branch of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, to the headquarters of each of the 16 local governments, were accompanied by fully armed security men. As at 1 p.m. on Thursday, long queues of INEC delivery vans were seen at the Ado-Ekiti branch of the CBN waiting for the materials. Spokesman of INEC in the state, Taiwo Badigasi, says apart from using the police to secure the materials, the commission is also tracking all the vehicles that conveyed them so as to guard against possible hijack. Ahead of the Saturday election in Ekiti State, 25 political parties have adopted the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Dr. Kayode Fayemi. 15 out of the 25 political parties with candidates also dropped their ambition for the candidature of Kayode Fayemi. Speaking in Ado Ekiti, chairman of the Conference of Nigeria Political Parties, CNPP, Tunji Ogunlola, said the adoption is hinged on the track record of Kayode Fayemi during his first term in office. In its drive to ensure equal rights and the total inclusion of persons with disability, a non-governmental organization is advocating the creation of special centers for such persons. Juremi Foundation addressed a news conference to project the need for physically challenged persons to be empowered with vocational skills. The conveners also urged President Muhammadu Buhari to assent to the National Disability Bill. Well, that's a wrap on the news update for now. We'll be back at the top of the hour. Right now, let's take a look at what the weather will look like today.
Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. It's time for us to take the newspaper headlines. And should I start?
Yep.
Yeah, let's start with The Guardian. It says PDP storms National Assembly, INEC headquarters, demands fair Ekiti poll, holds nationwide protest against police intimidation. Reps, Senate caucus probe alleged assault on Fayose. Tight security as distribution of sensitive electoral materials begin. Now, this election is really...
It's a big one. It's a
huge
small
one.
state, but it's a big election.
Oof,
Yeah.
Goodness me. Buhari commissions Abuja light rail amid generator failure. Interesting. Bill on creation of state community police passes passes first reading in the Senate. That's what it says on the cover of The Guardian.
All right, up next is The Nation and the headline, APC, PDP locked in verbal attacks over Ekiti election. PDP members protest in Abuja. APC, you've been rejected. 31 lawyers elevated to SAN. A federal government to name owners of illegally acquired assets. A December deadline for Lagos-Ibadan rail not feasible. And FAAC suspended as funding crisis deepens, all on the cover of The Nation this morning.
The Vanguard newspaper says, insecurity, Nigeria at war, reps tell Buhari. Say security chiefs, IGP, have failed Nigerians. Pass 80 resolutions on security issues in 3 years. Set up committee to take data of security personnel in the country. And it also says here, use helicopter to fish out bandits, Senate tells federal government. The ex-Ondo deputy governor's daughter's murder, on that issue, suspect's family disappears. Page 7 has more on that. It says, 13 years after our husbands died, life has been hell, Oyeleru Ubani's widows. Naira depreciates to 362.25 to the dollar. And finally, on Ekiti, PDP takes protests to NASS and INEC. That's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard.
The Daily Sun is up next. PDP marches against police. Protests, Ekiti tear gas incident in Abuja, other states. Says 2019 elections under threat. Cattle Ranch, IPOB warns Miyeti Allah. Tells herdsmen to forget Southeast. Saraki behind RAPC, says Adamu. Senate President keeps mum. Boko Haram kills 5, hoists flag in Adamawa village. And finally, APC Galadima goes to court, seeks cancellation of Oshomole's election. All on the cover of the Daily Sun.
And on the cover of this day newspaper, it says on Ekiti, police say tear gassing of crowd a mistake, assures it won't happen again. Withdraw personnel from Government House, PDP in protest march to National Assembly, INEC. Fayose has stabilized, says aide. RAPC sues APC, asks court to annul Oshomole others' elections. NLNG expects to take FID on 8MTPA train 7 by December 2018. And finally, it says UBA's Leo emerges best digital banking institution in Africa. Interesting. That's what we have on the cover of this day.
The Punch is up next. Ekiti governorship election. PDP protests in Abuja, other cities over alleged attack on Fayose. INEC begins distribution of electoral materials. Bayelsa, APC leader, falls off two-story building and dies. Wow. 32 get mass burial as the National Assembly, Tambuwal governors condemn Sokoto killings. Ekwere Madu, 75 senators lay state police bill before Senate. Lagos, Ondo, Accountant Generals Fusika. LASU VC, 27 others, bag SAN title. Federal government reconstitutes tax appeal tribunals. All these and more in the Punch this morning.
And that's all we have time for on newspaper headlines for now.
Of course, it's about time for us to head to the garden. And when it's Friday, you know that fitness is sexy because Tony is around.
Yes, indeed.
Endorphins! I am already in the mood! Oh, check, my people, good morning! See, today is going to be off the hook. See, you know what will happen? We are going to put the pedal on the metal. Pedal to the metal. And we are going to crank up your metabolism to the max. I know you are ready. We are going to be releasing Yama part from the first step. The policies will happen. You know what again? Blood flow will happen. These Oyibo people are too much. Then finally we are going to break shaku, maya, all the whole fat. Lipid oxidation. Are you ready? Come on, let's give it to them. Come on, one more time. Blessing time. Knee up, and return. Duck under. No Yama form. Show you are walking. If you're home, duck under. If there's no item, duck under. Good. And time. Super set. Before super set, we're going to begin a straight set. Come on, 1 minute. You don't know what is happening here. Playing goddess. I need the pause. 5 count. Let's go pause for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need it to hold. Don't worry, there will be a lot of ball happening. Woman go to moon about happening. Are you counting? 5 count. 5 count. Let me see the hop. Frog jump. 5 of it. Who said it's going to be 1 minute? Are you there? It is not 1 minute. 15 seconds gone. Go back to the game again. Give me the pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it counting. Put a lot of work, a lot of tension. 5 count. Don't go more than 5. Come on at home. Elano, I know you are doing this. We are not doing bad. 33 seconds. Anyone you're ready to get back to the game. Don't allow anybody to put you under pressure. Do it when you're ready. 42 seconds. Keep coming. Straight set. This is what we are starting with. 5 against 1. 5 against 5 again. Pausing for 5. Holding for 5. And you know what? Finally give me that frog jump for 5. Almost there. 7 more seconds. 7 more seconds. Straight set. Straight set. 5 down. I see 4. I see 3. I see 2. I see 1 and 1. I see 5. Holding 3. I see 2. I see 1. And the frog jump. I see 1. I see 2, 3, 4 and 5. End of story. Super set. Next. Any are you ready? Super set. You know what it means? This one no rest. Get up time. That's it time. In his in the modification. I'm doing the advance. Come on, no time for the wicked. If you advance, follow me. If you are advanced, intermediary level, follow me. And time. I take back to back. This one no rest. 2 sides, down. Then you come and give the modification to the one beginners. Follow me. Give the core tight. No dancing around. No yama force again. Come on! Break time. We are going to repeat the super set one more time. So, a little bit of it. Give me 5. You don't play all those things for small. Come on, one more round. One more round. Get up. Beginner level following me. And then strong. Look up. Into the dictionary, you see our name doing. Break time. This one no rest. No shaking. Come on, two sides now. Give it time. Oh my God. You think we are joking? We are going to be releasing this man from the past cells. The policies will take place. Blood will flow. We're going to put them on another step. Finally, lipid oxidation will burn it. Get up. Now it won't happen. As many reps as possible till the show ends. Till the show ends, that is the structure. Start the game. DBS award, get off 1-1. 1-1. I should be able to drag it. It is my turn. As many reps as possible. No way. 1 down. 2. 1. 2. We are only going to be able to get 2. We're not going to go 3. Time don't go. You know what? No action. No result. No result. No motivation. Please come on the no. So that there will be action. There will be result. And then finally, there will be motivation. So that no more excuses. No more yama excuses. No more and no get time. All those are not needed. You want to change your body? You must take action. If let's say we get time, we'll go round 3. Let's go round 3. Round 3. Come on. 3. TV.
All right, I told you guys earlier on that the show today promises to be explosive. Thank you, Tony, for that explosive exercise this morning. Every Friday in the kitchen is synonymous with native Nigerian meals. And what is Chef Mary Jane making today?
Thanks for that great entrance.
Thank you.
Did you hear the voice?
I know,
I
right?
changed it.
I know.
It's great to be here this Friday morning.
It's great to have you.
And
because I'm excited about what's in that pot, man.
Well, we're making banga soup this morning.
Wow.
The Delta style banga soup. Okay.
Are we having starch with this banga?
That's the twist. We're in the studio. You cannot always have everything.
Ah, man.
We're going to be having it with semo anyway.
Okay.
But it must taste as good. Okay. I had to start cooking the that's on time, so we'll get back to that.
Okay.
Let's just go straight to our ingredients, and we have a palm nut. Okay, I had boiled it,
Okay.
pounded it, and extracted it.
With hot water?
Warm water.
Okay, warm water, okay.
Yes, so I just kept this so that we see what actually
looks
brought
like.
this, because it actually takes time to boil, because we need it to get into a thicker form.
Okay.
So that's palm nut syrup on its way. So that's what it's like when you finish pounding and all that. Okay.
I like to eat the shaft. You know, just to extract the excess oil from it. No, not now. Maybe later on.
I thought I was... Anyway, so we have a beef here.
Okay.
And it was pre-boiled with salt, pepper.
This is what we call assorted meat. Orishi-rishi.
And onions. Onions to give it some extra flavor.
Oh, that looks
So
good.
we have that here. I didn't want to boil it together with this because this would take some time, and I didn't want my meat to get too soft, and I still wanted the meat to have some flavor in it.
Okay.
So we have our benetete leaves here.
You know, this is the first time I'm hearing of this type of leaf.
I don't even know any other name it's called. I need to
Benetete.
find out. But if you want to buy this, just ask them in the market for benetete leaves.
So you do use it specifically
For
for
banga soup.
Oh,
The
benetete.
Delta style banga soup. Okay, then we have a banga spice.
Okay.
There's so many spices that made this, but you don't just want to stress yourself. Just tell them in the market, I
You
want
want
banga
spice,
spice.
yeah.
That's it. Then we have the
So-
any other name is called. I need to
Benetete.
find out. But if you want to buy this, just ask them in the market for benetete leaves.
So you do use it specifically
For
for
banga soup.
Oh, benetete.
The Delta style banga soup. Okay, then we have a banga spice.
Okay.
There's so many spices that made this, but you don't just want to stress yourself. Just tell them in the market, I
You
want
banga
banga spice.
Yeah.
That's it. Then we have the
So-
Orubebe stick.
Let's quickly go through the ingredients because we have to go on a quick break.
Oh, yes. The Orubebe stick.
Orubebe.
Then
That's what I call
that's
it.
the main thing you use in making banga soup.
Okay.
So actually, it's meant to have gone in now. I had to leave it out to show us.
So let's
what
quickly
it
talk
is.
about the ingredients. Then when we come back from our break, we get right into the cooking.
Okay, so we have a stockfish, we have a crayfish, we have a pepper, we have a dry pepper, we have a salt, we have a seasoning cube, and that's about it. Yeah,
All right.
That's really about it.
So, I told you, this show today, if you're not here, oh wow. All right. So we'll be back from this commercial break. Stay with us. Right, welcome back. It's the kitchen segment on Wake Up Nigeria, and we are making
Banga soup.
Yes, drum has to roll for that one. Okay, so let's talk about the ingredients quickly.
Okay, we have our palm nuts, and let's go through all that. Then I'll tell you how I got to some places where I am. Okay, I have my scent pepper here. I have my red pepper, the rodo here. I have crayfish, salt. I'll come to
We'll
that.
come to this, yeah.
The seasoning cube, stockfish,
Okporoko.
fillet, your okporoko.
Yes.
The banga spice, you can always get this in the market by just asking the people where you go to buy what you want to buy. I want banga spice. We have the benetete leaves.
Benetete.
This is the leaves you use in making banga soup. I really don't know the English name. I guess I didn't even do. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
By the time we are done with the cooking, I'll let you know what that is. Okay, right in this pot.
And then we have our orishirishi.
Oh, yes. We have a beef, we have a shaki. But I really needed to point out something here.
Okay.
The oburubebe
Oburubebe
stick. Okay,
Sounds
it's
like
one of the
urubebe.
main things you use in cooking banga soup.
Okay.
Now, this is the banga itself. Actually, I like making my banga straight from the scratch.
Scratch.
Yes, because it tastes different.
You think?
Yes, it actually does. You can actually use the pre-made.
The canned one.
Yes, it doesn't take as much time.
Exactly.
But because I really wanted it to be home, I took my time to boil the seed, pound it. This is what it looks like when it's pounded. And then I extracted the seed, the
oil.
syrup. So that's the syrup boiling. I'm going to allow it to thicken.
Okay.
It takes some time. It really
actually
does take
This
some time.
is the most challenging part
Of it.
of making banga soup. I remember the first time I made banga soup, I told my husband, I'm making banga soup today, and he's like, have you ever made it before? I'm like, no. So, in times like this, Google is your friend.
Oh,
So,
yes.
yeah, I went to Google and I just Googled the recipe, and I went to the market, but because I didn't want to go through the rigorous process of, extracting the oil from the palm nuts, I just bought the canned one. And it turned out really nice.
Well.
Very nice. The only missing thing was I didn't buy the oburubebe steak.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't understand what it was, and I didn't want to complicate
But that's
my meal.
one of the things
my
that
soup.
really makes the Delta banga soup.
Yeah, rich,
Banga
right?
soup.
Like real
Yes,
banga
it has
soup.
the flavor that it gives to
The soup.
The soup. Yes.
But we really need to make starch on this show one of these days. Like, let's
I have
get
a problem
that.
with making starch. Making starch, you either need to use real firewood or
Really?
gas because it needs some level of fire.
Heat.
We are using electric. So we really can't make starch on the show, but I can actually come with a pre-made starch. But you know what? Starch needs to be eaten warm and hot.
Yes, because
So
that's where you
really-
get the best of it.
Yeah,
When
so
it gets cold,
it's not
so...
the heat I have here is not strong enough. In fact, I had to even pre-boil this before the show started, just so that I can have it taken.
So it's important to put in your oburubebe stick
while boiling it.
so
Yes.
that it gets all that nutrient,
Nutrients from
soaks in everything from that stick. Yeah. So let's talk about the health benefits for your palm nuts.
Okay.
Yeah, because palm nuts are very healthy. You'd be so surprised.
Amazed, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you get your palm oil from your palm nuts.
Palm nuts, yeah.
Yeah. So it also helps to prevent cancer.
Yes, but let's not go to which of the cancers. But it prevents cancer.
Yeah, and it also, you'll be surprised, it also helps to maintain your cholesterol level, very rich in like high source of omega fatty acids, basically. And then a lot of vitamins. You get a lot of vitamins from your palm nuts. And most importantly, very rich
healthy.
in antioxidants.
Very, very healthy. That's the bottom line of this whole thing.
So I'm speaking too much grammar now.
The bottom line, it's
Guys,
healthy.
I'm educating. It's important to be educated while you are eating.
So next time when you go to the market and see that banga, please buy it or just let us know. We could actually deliver it to you.
Give me 5. You cannot slack. Chef Meiji, gosh. Man.
Okay, so while we wait for this to get ready, don't forget we had our meats pre-boiled. And I used, you're not tasting, don't worry.
Okay.
It's, it was pre-boiled with salt, seasoning cube, pepper, and onions for that extra flavor. Don't forget, I could have actually boiled it together, but I didn't want it to get too soft. So I'll allow this to boil to the level I want it to boil to before I add this.
What's that meal that you don't know how to cook? There has to be something you don't know how to cook, Chef Mary Jane.
Actually, I'll be frank, the Hausa recipe, and I really want to know how to make, there's this one they make with okra.
Okay.
You've not heard? Please, who are Hausa friends? Please, somebody should hit me up on
We need to make
Instagram
an-
and tell
need to
me
make-
one Hausa meal. There's this particular one with okra.
But you know, we can actually like let them know. Okay, so guys, if there's this house something you would like us to make on the show, Chef Mary Jane specifically, to make on the show, let us know. Send in your comments with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria and at TVC Connects, of course, and we will definitely make that meal. I'm sure Chef Mary Jane, that's your task. It's up to you to make that
I'm
meal
not
on the
scared.
show.
I'm looking forward to
I
it.
trust you. You're always ready for the task.
I'm looking
Up to
forward
it.
Yes. Okay, so what would be the best swallow, your choice,
For
that-
banga soup.
For banga soup?
Starch.
Oh, stop this starch thing.
Oh, I used to have these neighbors that were from Delta. Oh my God. When they make this starch with banga soup for you,
You know, the best banga soup is really the one you cook with the Eden pot. Is it the Eden pot, the pot, the native pot, or
Yeah, I
the
hear
native
this.
plate?
Yeah, yes.
It's fantastic. But don't worry, it's on the show. Maybe the next time we'll try making this same soup again.
Yeah, you know, sometimes
We'll
I
get
always
that.
think that, you know, when some food tastes different from the other, I always feel that there's some special nutrients that come in some pots that add to the taste of the food.
That means we're
It's
eating
just
something that they use in making the pot. Is that what you're saying?
You just feel that there's some special nutrients. You know, that just give it a
It's
special
just that
taste.
because of how the heat, I think it's the heat that is transferred through those pots and stuff that makes it different. Like when you warm the banga soup with that pot, you see that the side of it, it's a bit crisp. You can see that the soup, as if it burnt a bit, but it's not burnt and it's a bit crispy. It's so...
Let's talk about
need to get
atama,
on-
because atama is also very, I mean, it's the same
It's the
process
closest way to make
with banga soup. So
yeah.
basically, the atama leaf just replaces this
Yes,
leaf in
yes,
your soup,
yes.
and it gives it that thick.
You're saying
rich
atama.
flavor.
Atama is synonymous with... Not everybody knows what atama is.
Oh, atama.
Yes.
Atama soup is actually an ibibio soup. It's an ibibio type of soup. It's quite tasty, but it's the same process of
It's
making
not a
banga.
regular soup. It's actually a special delicacy
Yeah,
soup.
it
The
is.
press button soup. That soup that's...
No, we press button. She said press button. Wow,
Well,
interesting. But
atama.
it's actually the same process, yeah.
Yes.
But it's to replace the benetete
The
leaf
leaves
in your
you-
banga, it's
you
the
use
atama.
atama leaf,
So you go and ask for atama.
Stop telling them to go. Place your order.
Oh, player.
Just get onto our Instagram page and send a DM.
All
Place an order.
right. So our banga
It's
extract
on fire.
is.
I can't wait to show you what comes out.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. So, guess who's here? We are with Buki after this timeout. Stay with us. Wake Up Nigeria continues.
Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and I'm so happy right now. I'm just so happy. I'm so, just give me a hug, please. Okay, let me introduce who she is. I'm talking about none other than Bukola Folayan. Now, she started her professional career in an all-girls group called G Vibes several years ago, well, before going solo. She debuted a title album that broke 14 tracks out there, 4 skits, and in fact, there was just so much about that album that changed a lot about the gospel music industry. She is here to give us a taste of her brand new single, Victory. Buki, B-O-U-Q-U-I, is right here in the studio.
I'm a natural high.
No, please. I needed that. I needed that. All right, then. So I'm going to let you do your thing.
Okay. Mole jewelry.
Yeah, I've been down, under, been there, done there, flying under the radar, slashing with a lightsaber, Darth Vader, couldn't hold me down, nah, look at me now, rocking gift by Bookie, grace and mercy be lifting me now, but it's the buck that speaks volumes for me in the streets, power belongs in his hands, everything's under his feet, my problems are not my pride, his grace be taking me high, feeling it's gonna take a ride, what's in the shell, are you going hard on the deli? What's in the sub? What's in the shell? No, don't believe everything you see for telly. What's in the sub? What's in the shell? Are you going hard on the deli? Keep moving, never stop. Better give it all you got. I guarantee you, I'ma see you at the top.
This is my victory song. Oh. It's time to celebrate.
It's time to celebrate, yeah.
This is my victory song. Oh. It's time to jubilate.
It's time to jubilate, yeah.
See, we are heading to the top, oh. Hey. We are never gonna stop, oh. Hey. See, we are heading to the top, oh. Hey. We are never gonna stop, oh. Hey. We are unstoppable. Not yet where I wanna be. Don't have everything I want. But he gives me all I need. And I'm no longer where I was before. He put me on higher ground. He be the red that we painting around town. He show me love. Every day is grace and bounds. When I need higher vibrations, he give me higher sounds. Yeah. So we double down. Copy DM on the waves. He's in the moment now. We not come out here to play. Spirit is moving around. He put the spring in our steps so we can walk at the bounds. He is God, I ain't me, he is Lord. I believe that his thought towards me. It's all good now. For as long as he waits, there will never be a yesterday. Better than today, you know.
Life is complicated, you snooze, you lose, yeah. Walking on a path that you didn't choose, yeah. Playing games you don't understand the rules, and losing out cause you don't even have a clue. This one is for you. Jumping out to play without no parachute. You think it is about the fun, but it's about the rules. Open up your mind, destiny calling you. What's in the sub? What's in the shell? Are you going hard on the deli? What's in the sub? What's in the shell? No, don't believe everything you see for telling. What's in the sub? What's in the shell? Are you going hard on the deli? Keep moving, never stop. Better give it all you got. I guarantee you, I'ma see you at the top.
This is my victory song. Oh. It's time to celebrate.
It's time to celebrate, yeah.
This is my victory song.
This is my victory song.
It's time to jubilate.
It's time to jubilate, yeah.
See, we are heading to the top, oh. Hey. We are never gonna stop, oh. Hey. See, we are heading to the top, oh. Hey. We are never gonna stop, oh. Hey. This is my victory song, oh. It's time to celebrate.
It's time to celebrate, yeah.
This is my victory song,
This is my victory song.
It's time to jubilate.
It's time to jubilate, yeah.
See, we are heading to the top.
We are heading to the top.
We are never gonna stop.
We are never gonna stop.
See, we are heading to the top.
wow. Whoa. Okay. We can't get enough of BOUQUI. And of course, it's about time for us to have a chat with her. Wow, Bukky. So this genre of rap gospel, I still feel like you were, in fact, if not the pioneer, one of the pioneers to make this happen, to put gospel rap on the map.
Yeah, I'm the only gospel female rapper with 4 albums in the entire world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, rap when you started, rap had this, should I use the word stigma? There was just a thing about rap that didn't make it sound
it was like a violent song. A violent genre, and people just, didn't use it well. But rap is rhythm and poetry. Rap is like just speaking, speaking. And I remember my brother used to rap, and when I would love it. I was 12 years old, and I would just start to rap, and I didn't even know that it was about, I didn't even try to be a female rapper. I just liked what he was doing. And then I started to do it.
Okay.
And so I decided, because I'm a Christian, I'm not even trying to be a gospel artist. I'm a Christian, I'm passionate about God, so I use that as a tool to reach people. So that's what
for people watching, meeting you possibly for the first time, you look very, very hot, and you're young and stunning.
I'm not young.
Right?
I used to be young, but now I am old.
I'm trying to figure out how many years you've been in the industry. I've not been able to calculate
Ask me my age.
I don't want to ask you your age, because it's kind of, I don't know, it's just...
Okay, I started rapping at 12.
Okay.
I've been rapping. I'm going to tell you my age, and you'll calculate it.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't want people to know my age.
Okay.
A woman does not reveal her age.
Okay, so
I've been in the industry for professionally for 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah, I'm taking out some years so that people don't get my age.
So it's a lot more than 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
not
in the
like
beginning,
40 years, though.
Definitely not. But in the beginning, how were you able to cross that line where churches were inviting you in? Religious organizations, people coming together were asking Bukky to come and perform. How did you get there?
It was a fight. It was a fight. I remember saying that I had some pastors call me. They heard the song, and they were like, oh, we like this song, blah, 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 blah. And then they would see my hair, because I came out with a very crazy hairstyle. I had red. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm happy I got it out when I could, So I had red and we shaved this side. And I remember one pastor saw me and was like, you are bringing this one to our church? Never. So they canceled the show the night before.
No.
But then I was humble enough. I called him up. I was like, can I come and have a conversation with you? And then he was like, okay, whatever, come. So I went there, and I realized that, and he realized that, it be like, say, this girl a real Christian, and so they organized the show again. And I was trying to tell them that this is the language of this generation. And if you want to catch them, you have to catch them, They will not come to where you are. You have to go to where they are. So I think when you're passionate about something and it's consistent, the doors will open, So after a while, people started, embracing it. And
so now the question is, you took a break, quite a long break. What was that break all about?
Okay, so I went to school in Hollywood. I went to America. I went to school, and I was actually on tour before then in the U.S. I did 21 states, and then decided to stay, went to school, and then decided to stay.
Okay, so it wasn't like there was a guy holding you, you got married,
well,
had some
the
kids,
guys, no.
had some kids. No,
no, I'm not unmarried. Really? No kids yet.
Okay.
We're working on it. We're working on it. Work in progress.
Soon enough.
To come.
But then you're back. So you have a new track out. After such a long break, there is that pressure. The industry has completely shifted from what it was before to what it is now. Do you feel any pressure? Do you think it's going to be easy getting back?
The thing about music is usually, my brother will say, is a cause drives music, So when you have something you're singing about, it would outlive you, It's not about how nice my voice is, or how much swag I have, or how much whatever I have. There's something about the universe that responds to passion, and then a call. When there's a passion and a call for you to do it, it happens. And there's no pressure because the sky is big enough for anybody. I don't know why others are singing, but I know why I'm singing. I honestly wouldn't want to sing, but I just, you know, I live in Hollywood. I have a clothing line. I'm doing well, you know, but I realize that a lot of people, because we don't know that talent is like getting to a crowded room and clearing your voice. And then after you clear your voice, you get everybody's attention. What do you have to say? A lot of people don't know that. They just think they're singing for singing.
I have to go back now. This clothing line. I saw a piece with you, a handbag. Tell us a bit more about that.
Okay, so I just started making clothes. I had a problem, and God blessed me. I had a lump in my breast. I prayed, it disappeared, and I kept praying. And then my pastor in Hollywood preached about, you know, the things you'll be able to do if you're connected to God. And I, you know, I started to pray. I continued to pray. And then I had a dream I made clothes. I'd never made clothes before in my life, and I couldn't shake it off in the morning. I went to get a sewing machine. I started to make excellent clothes. And I started a clothing line. My clientele is crazy. I have all these big names as my clientele in Los Angeles. And
okay. So you know you can't just drop a bomb like a lump in the breast and just shift over it like that. We have to go back there.
I can say slowly.
No, but that is a really big thing, you know, that to have to deal with far away from home in another country. So how were you able to deal with that?
I was praying, and it was the prayer that pushed me to a level that I could access things that I didn't even know I could do. That's why I started to make clothes, and it was just, I think, life telling me that there are things in you that once you enter into a realm, you can unlock these things, you know. So I think that's
so now you're far away from home. You're not in Nigeria, right? And did you just go for a checkup and then discover this, or was it something you were feeling pains or something?
Yeah, I just felt it, and it was terrible. I was like, oh my God, I came all the way to this place, and I can't die. You know, and I didn't want to go to do. You know how when you have something and you feel if you ignore it, it'll disappear. You know, so I kept ignoring it, thinking that it'll disappear. But then my pastor preached about that you need to go get a body checkup. Like, you know, so the next day I went, and it wasn't there. It was so funny because my doctor was like, where is it? She pressed the pain, and I'm like, that's it. She was like, that's what? I'm like, the lump. She laughed, and I'm like, she went and pressed it again. I said, that's the pain. That's the lump. She said, what lump? Show me. And then I said, I promise you it was there, because when the only thing when in America you can go and break the rule when you have stuff like that. So I didn't have an appointment. I said, I have an emergency. So they saw me, and then I had to say, it was there. I promise. You know,
honestly, I really want to bring you back and then hear a lot more about this story, because you being away was a lot of pressure on us that we had been waiting for you to come back home. Now we know exactly what was going on.
It was just for like 4 weeks, though.
Yeah, we have to take a quick break, though. But I know you're still around. We can still talk later. And please hit us up on social media at TVC Connect with the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria. Tell us how you feel about Bukky being back. I can't wait to see it. But bring you back and then hear a lot more about this story, because you being away was a lot of pressure on us that we had been waiting for you to come back home. Now we know exactly what was going on.
It was just for like 4 weeks, though.
Yeah, we have to take a quick break, though. But I know you're still around. We can still talk later. And please hit us up on social media at TVC Connect with the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria. Tell us how you feel about Bukky being back. I can't wait to see it. But all right, welcome back. It's part 2 of the show, still Wake Up Nigeria. And of course, my name is still Titilayo Onyison.
And I'm Yomi Okwe. We're live right now. Don't forget, on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook. You can look us up on TVC Connect. Now for comments, use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria.
Very important, those comments. We still have, as always, our updates from the FIFA World Cup, courtesy of Power Oil.
And also we have a dance performance from award-winning dancers, Bethel Wisdom and Ajibola Bolahon. You will need to see these young men dance. It's the right element for a beautiful Friday morning.
And finally, Miss Africa World winner Queen Uche Umeaguku will be here for a discussion. You do not want to miss that. All right.
Friday. I like Fridays.
So I saw this story on Twitter that I was sharing with you guys earlier about a man in the abroad who's been sending, I mean, he's been there in the last 4 years, and he's been sending his parents monies to build him houses. His parents. Okay. Money to build him houses. And they've been sending pictures of progress reports. The house is ready, looking all beautiful. And man surprises them, and only to find out that house is still at foundation level. So Oga put them in jail. He put his parents in jail.
Wow.
This is the second time I'm hearing this.
Wow.
Everyone is asking, did he overreact by putting his parents in jail?
Well, it depends on how much money we're talking about here, because yeah, it does depend.
And there's some people who
underline the word houses, not one house, houses. So you can imagine how much the guy has been sending.
Well, he probably won't leave them there. He will probably just
maybe just needs to get to the bottom of the of the issue.
I don't know.
It's crazy. I think first and foremost, it's really important to have a good relationship with your parents. That's first and foremost. Now, in a situation where it looks like maybe the relationship is a bit distant and maybe you've been away for a while and you don't really know who your parents are.
I don't understand. Does that justify me sending you money to do something for me and then you lie to me? It's my money.
That's what I'm saying. We're talking about the relationship. So if the relationship isn't great, then that means there's a communication breakdown somewhere.
Sure.
Because he's sending money for something and then they're using it for something else. That's what I'm saying.
No, this is an era.
Our relationship doesn't have to be great.
This is an era of Google, where you can even Google the area, the location. So
that's if you know the coordinates.
Yeah, they should.
Put the locations of the house.
Yes. Come on, what are we talking about now? We're talking about the time where these Omonile guys are taking over property. So you need to be on top of your game. I also feel in this day and age,
say he would have Googled
Google
the location of the house.
I think there's very few people in the world that you can trust like you would trust your parents.
Yeah,
that's the truth. Well, so you should be able to send your parents money for them to do something for you.
Oh, well.
That's what I believe.
I feel for the guy. I feel for him.
I think it's time for us to take the news updates. Am I taking the news again?
Yes, you are.
I like the feeling earlier on when I was just flowing. Really,
you actually really looked quite good when you were taking the news, really. In the shots, anyway.
Okay. Wow. All right, so am I taking the news?
Yes, you are.
All right, so ahead of Saturday election in Ekiti State, 25 political parties have adopted the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Dr. Kayode Fayemi. 15 out of the 25 political parties with candidates also dropped their ambition for the candidature of Kayode Fayemi. Speaking in Ado Ekiti, chairman of the Conference of Nigeria Political Parties, CNPP, Tunji Ogunlola, said the adoption is hinged on the track record of Kayode Fayemi during his first term in office. Wednesday's clash between the police and PDP supporters in Ekiti State is now a subject of investigation at the House of Representatives. The incident was brought before the House by Tajuddin Yusuf from Kogi State. And when it came up, the lawmakers were divided on the motion. The director, Health of Mother Earth Foundation, Nimo Bassi, says the militarization of the Niger Delta will not be necessary if the federal government uses the region's resources to develop the area. Bassi was in Yenagoa as a guest speaker at a function and described security impediments along the roads and creeks of the oil-rich region as degrading. In its drive to ensure equal rights and the total inclusion of persons with disability, a non-governmental organization is advocating the creation of special centers for such persons. Juremi Foundation addressed a news conference to project the need for physically challenged persons to be empowered with vocational skills. The conveners also urged President Muhammadu Buhari to assent to the National Disability Bill. Well, that's a wrap on the news update. Let's have another look at the weather for today.
welcome back. If you're one of those people who do not know how to dance the shaku shaku, well, this is a show to be right now tuned to, because we have Wisdom, who is the winner of Dance Gathering Shaku Shaku 2018, and Little Gbolahan here, who is also the winner of the Home Experience Shaku Shaku 2018. Hello guys. Hi Gbolahan, how you doing? Okay, so I can't dance the shaku shaku this morning, and you're going to be teaching us that, yeah?
No problem.
Great. Okay, so I'll be talking to you later on the show. Okay. Great, take it away.
NigerFlavor.com.
I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. Let me tell you, I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. Let me tell you, I'm a new problem. Oja so mu moto de fe merule. Jaje yobu lole o mu shapu na pensule. Ati ni problem. Ati ni problem. Ati ni problem. Emi ati ni problem. O kore meta dani ede mu shampoo. O wa ni le ya ki se uba se mo joba mbu. Ati ni problem. Ati ni problem. Owo mi da ati ni problem. Emi ati ni problem. I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. Let me tell you, I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. Let me tell you, I'm a new problem. Open your Instagram, money cook be wali. I should bomb low washer. Oh yeah, just shalaye. Ah, that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. Let me tell you, the problem. Oya shati kilo kuni tabi merike. O shower to butter o jog merike. Ha, ati ni problem. Ati ni problem. Owo mi da, ati ni problem. Emi ati ni problem. I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. Emi ati am a new problem. I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. Emi ati am a new problem. Wọ́n ní pọ́npọ́n lẹ́ ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́pọ̀ ṣe ṣàkúṣàkú ló wà ní gbòòrò bá ẹ wọ́ ṣe ẹ ti ní problem ẹ ti ní problem ẹ ti ní problem I'm telling you ẹ ti ní problem gbàdé ó ṣá ó ló máa ṣá omi ó dẹ pọ́pá ká ó IBD dénde owó yẹn dá kí ló dé náà a ti ní problem a ti ní problem owó mi dá a ti ní problem èmi àti ẹ ti ní problem. I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. Let me tell you, I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. I'm a new problem. Let me tell you, I'm a new problem. Tó bá ti lọ lẹ́jọ́ kó ya rántí kó skẹ́ẹ̀tì ẹ o. Kó má lọ sọ pọ́dọ̀ mi dẹ̀ lọ ti lọ gẹ́ẹ̀tì ẹ o. O ti ní problem. O ti ní problem. O ti ní problem. Ní problem. Ní problem. Oh, just for come on, let them know. Thank you very much. That's the problem. Bounce sounds in the problem. Hope I can see me on the problem. What's in the problem? That's in the problem. If I tell you the problem, oh yeah.
I can't dance the shaku shaku. I really want to learn. Oh, hi, Gbolahan. Come on. Join us. How old is Gbolahan? Oh, I'm so sorry. You actually broke your leg. Well, not your leg, actually. I'm sure he had a sprain. How are you? How old is Gbolahan?
7.
7? Oh my gosh. So how long has he been doing this?
2 years.
2 years. Wow. So, what's the deal? Are you still going to school?
Yeah.
Because it's important, education is important regardless of the fact that you're dancing. So how long have you been dancing?
I danced for
15 years. What do your parents have to say about it?
Nothing. Just keep doing what you like.
Did your parents support you?
Yeah.
They supported you. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here today. So before we go quickly, let's just take me a few steps in shaku shaku. Okay. What's the first step?
Basics.
Yeah, basic is
1,
2. Okay. So 1. Okay. 2. 1, 2. Eh, wait. Eh? All right. Eh? Whoa. Wow. Eh? Are you serious? I promise you this first time I'm learning how to dance shaku shaku. Wow, this is interesting. Okay, there's a phone call one, right? There's a phone call one. Thank you so much, Wisdom. It was such a pleasure having you. There's more on Wake Up Nigeria. You need to actually stay tuned for more here on Wake Up Nigeria. So I really wish the music could keep rolling so that we could do this again. What's in? Yeah, I saw you do the galala. Oh, galala. Oh, you do shak shak with the galala. It was quite an interesting one here on the show today. So yeah, Wisdom, let's learn more. I'm really very interested. So how old are you?
21.
21. Oh, wow. So what's the plan for the nearest future, basically? Is it school, or you still want to keep pursuing, your dancing career?
School and the dance career. Strictly art, everything.
Strictly art. So how do you plan to marry both?
It's good.
Hopefully. All right. So like I said earlier, there's more on Wake Up Nigeria. Over to you, Yomi and Titi.
All right. Thanks so much, Emma. Looks like you're having so much fun out there.
Honestly,
singing songs
that kid looked like he was having a problem.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
The kid is fine. Those guys are just absolutely excellent.
Hilarious. All right, so of course we're moving along with the show now.
Yeah.
We have with us Uche Umeaguku.
Queen Uche.
Queen Uche.
Yeah.
She was actually Miss Face of Nigeria, and she's actually a mother of 3.
Wow.
With a passion for, of course, friends, family, business, and charity.
She has stated that her mission is to always use her platforms and opportunities to empower women through service and charitable giving. And this is, she's a spectacular woman, and she's joining us this morning.
Right here.
Absolutely amazing. She is Miss
Africa World. Welcome.
I love it. I mean, I like the fact that this is a different kind of pageant, as it were. I mean, you're a queen, you're a mother, and there's so many other things that you're involved in. But can you tell us the vision and what the Miss Africa World is really about?
Well, thank you so much for having me. Miss Africa World is not only a pageant or like a beautiful face. Yeah. It's all about beauty, business, and brains. Okay. So for you to earn this title, you have to have that kind of business sense. You have to be able to empower people. You have to be able to rule and empower women and children, most importantly.
Okay, could you take us through the process of from the initial casting, or is it auditioning process, the screening process, to when you got the crown?
The reason she's asking that is because she's been in a pageant before. She was in Miss Lagos, so she's just she's just flexing.
That aside,
she's just flexing and just
it was a long time ago for me.
Yeah.
But I remember how I felt. Right. And I would love it if you could share your experience.
Well, congratulations on your Miss Lagos.
Thank you.
It's not even easy to get anything.
Thank you.
So it's basically get the forms, they screen, like they audition different part of African countries. Okay. And then they enroll you, and then you emerge if you're the winner.
So how many countries were involved in this?
Like 50-something countries.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you won.
Yes.
That's absolutely amazing.
Wow.
I like, so the aspects of the pageant that I like, because a lot of people have complained, especially in different parts of the country because of the traditions and all of that. Right. Oh, why are they bringing out naked girls? What's this? Is this the meaning of beauty? Yeah. But you're doing something different, and you're talking about brains, and you're talking about involvement in charity and giving back.
And business.
And, you know, business, giving back to society, and so many other things that are infused in this. Tell us about your own work and how you were able to bring this to bear in the pageant and the competition.
First of all, when I won, I created a charity organization called Kids in Hunger. But before then, I had my own private NGO, which is Uche Foundation. So what I do in Los Angeles, I make wigs, free wigs for cancer patients. And I donate it to Children's Hospital in Los Angeles. And then I'm able to connect with the wig donor to the cancer patients so they can see each other.
Wow.
And it's such an emotional, moment with the two people. And then when I won, I channeled it to Kids in Hunger. I'm doing kids, but not only children in hunger. Children that need toys, they need books, children's library. So I have a lot of things that I want to do. But apart from kids in hunger, I have already, partnered with an organization here in Oshodi called Out of Children Empowerment Organization.
You came with some of these kids. There's some of the kids that you're helping out and empowering.
I saw them earlier. So the initiative is the Kids Out of School initiative.
Yes.
And I saw some of them. I do believe we have them in the garden right now.
Yes.
They came along with you. So talk to us about how you got involved with these kids.
They approached my organization and they said that they want me to be their grand ambassador because they like what I'm doing. So I was happy I accepted the offer as a mother of 3. When I went to their facility, I cried because it wasn't conducive for a human being to stay there. So I took it upon me that I'm going to go out there and, ask CEOs of companies to help me get endorsement. So any percentage I get in any endorsement, I'm going to support the OSEF.
Amazing.
Wow. And you're doing that already. Absolutely amazing.
Now we have
their facility. I cried because it wasn't conducive for a human being to stay there. So I took it upon me that I'm going to go out there and ask CEOs of companies to help me get endorsement. So any percentage I get in any endorsement, I'm going to support the OSEF.
Amazing.
Wow. And you're doing that already. Absolutely amazing.
Now we have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll be talking a lot more
with Queen Uche. Back, we still have Queen Uche Umeaguku with us. She's absolutely amazing. She's a winner of the Miss Africa World contest, and she's doing some amazing work with women.
And she's a mother of
children,
3.
Mother of 3.
3 kids.
Shoe lover.
Yes, she doesn't even look like she has one. Like really, you look so amazing. So let's talk about that family. When it comes to children and then all this work you want to do, how are you able to balance that out?
Well, sometimes I do ask myself that, but I'm a very strong woman and I'm a fighter. So, and I believe that, since I've begun my journey, God will also give me the encouragement to finish it because I think my passion is what I'm doing and what I love to do.
So tell us about some of the work that, you told us that you work with women, with children, but we also want to know the work that you do with women, which is a bit different from your focus on the children as well.
On the women, I partnered with a company called Online Company Card. So what we do is, we have already visited Oshodi, which is our main place. So all the market women, like we have 9 markets right now we're working on in Oshodi, local government. So what we do, we train them on computer digital skills. So it's called like a brand awareness campaign, whereby even if you're selling like rice, tomatoes, onions in Oshodi market, people can actually locate you overseas.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. So we train them in digital skills.
Amazing.
Yes.
So
and that's 9 markets across
9 markets in Oshodi.
Wow.
It feels like a really amazing business opportunity for these market women, but how are you able to explain the scope? Do you have instructors? Do you have people working with you?
Even some of them might even have language barriers.
Yes, exactly.
So how do you get past all of that?
We have people on the ground, which is the Online Company Card company. So, but right now we're looking for the PR people that we're going to hire, so that they can also help us to communicate with maybe Yoruba and Igbo and Hausa language, because most of them the challenges they're facing is the language. But we have everything under control, and we're also looking for volunteers too.
All right, fantastic.
Oh, volunteers!
It's a really big project. Do you ever feel like it's intimidating? It's overwhelming?
Nothing is ever intimidating for me, not ever.
Hey.
Yeah.
So how do you create this balance though? So you've got a life over in the US,
right?
And of course you have your Africa life, which I'm sure extends across Africa because you are representing Africa as Miss Africa World.
Right.
So how do you create that balance? I know that you've already spoken about family, but personal life, everything else that you have to do.
Well, I also run a hair extension company in the U.S., Uche Hair. So it's like I'm all over the place. Yes.
She's like a superwoman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I said earlier, my day starts like I wake up like 4 a.m., take the kids to school, go to the gym, because I have to go to the gym, period. Go to the gym and then check my emails, head to my businesses, the location, find out what's going on. Then if I don't have anything pending in my stores, then I'll go to events. And then sometimes in my own, quiet time, I also spend time making wigs because I have people come to my stores to donate their hair.
Right. Okay, so when people, and that's the hair that you then make and connect with cancer patients all across America.
Yes.
Amazing. Wow. And all this is just one person. It makes me ask, like, what exactly have I been doing, with my life?
I know.
But I think it's really inspiring that you're putting all this together and you're really focused. It feels like you're driven. Yeah. But is it possible for us to know a little bit about your story before Miss Africa World happened?
Well, I was the first face of Nigeria in 2005 in Abuja. And then after that, I moved to the US and I opened my hair company because I love everything about hair, fashion, and more especially I was focusing on making wigs.
Okay.
To people all over the world, period.
Okay.
So that's what I do.
Yeah.
All right.
And then helping out in the community too.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the future now. This is a big opportunity, it's a big platform for you, but of course there's a time span for it.
Right.
But you told us that there's some work that you already began even before the Miss Africa World thing came up. So let's talk about the future, the next 5 years. What do you hope to achieve? And from your love for women, your love for children, what are the things that you actually really want to see?
The good news is when I went to Anambra State, where I come from, to see my governor, automatically I got an appointment, which is ambassador to diaspora.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that post is going to help me to achieve a lot. So in the next 5 years, I'm hoping that most of these children that I'm taking away from the streets, that they are very, very well taken care of, and also not even bringing them out of the street to put them in school, but I want to make sure that they are in school. Because you can get somebody from the street and put them in school, they won't be concentrating. So that's my goal, because I don't know what they're going to be tomorrow.
So these are some of the kids, again, just taking a look at...
some of them that were out of school and you're pushing them into school. Yes.
Yeah. They're here. One is Peter. Peter says he wants to be an engineer.
Wow.
And the other tall one is, the taller one is Michael. Michael wants to be a football player.
And these are kids from the streets?
From the streets, yes.
There's another gentleman sitting down. He seems to have limited capabilities at that point right there.
His name is Akilani Tolu. That's the founder of OSEF.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Oh, okay, not the guy sitting down. I'm talking about the taller one.
The taller one is one of the kids too. I call them my kids.
Okay, so he didn't look like a kid. That was why I was thinking he looks like an adult.
No, he's not.
Okay, all right.
Very tall.
Okay, all right then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you were talking about some of your work. So now that you're an ambassador to the diaspora, it means that you're also engaging Anambrarians. I think that's what you guys
Anambrarians
all around the world.
Yeah, to bring investors back to Anambra State, to bring talent. They have a lot of PhD holders, doctors in United States from Anambra that they don't even know where they haven't even visited Anambra State in like 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
So my job is to write them, maybe have the governor honor them. And also so many things, young actors, young actresses, artists, everybody that is potential in Anambra State.
So with everything that you're doing, all the kids and
the women,
Miss Africa World, women, children, how do you relax? What do you do? Do you swim? Do you watch movies? Just tell us about the essential Uche, not the Queen Uche.
Right.
Yeah.
The Uche.
Yeah.
Well, I like to dance.
Really?
Yes.
What type of dance?
Any dance, Makosa, you can be surprised. Nigerian music.
Wow.
Yeah, and I like to relax, chill on the beach with the kids and, you know, swim and then walk out a lot.
What do your kids think about this title and what you do?
Well, my daughter wants to go to Miss Teen USA. That's, yeah, because of the title already. So that's another job for me. So I'm like, okay, maybe when I hand over, then we'll have to work on you getting into the Miss Teen USA pageant. So she needs it badly.
Oh, wow.
And how old is she
she'll probably
now?
get it.
She's very tall like me. She's 11. She's going to be 12 in September.
Okay, so she's already preparing herself for her teenage years.
She wears my crown. She plays around with my heels. She's just like, oh, I want to get. I said, let me hand over. It's going to be double. 2 queens.
2 queens in the house.
Wow.
All right, what about the others?
Yeah, my second boy, he wants to be a football player because he's very tough.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
and then the other one, he said he wants to be a game designer, the last one.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, it seems like a very well-rounded family right now.
Right.
And, well, I do believe it's time for us to...
I know you can't ignore what's going on in the kitchen.
Yes, to head into that kitchen.
It's impossible to ignore.
Yes.
Even
Is it pounded yam?
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Let's go. Let's go find out what Chef Mary Jane has put
Mary
together
Jane's
for
going to
us.
be telling us.
I feel very tall right now, I know. Say. I feel very, very tall. How tall are you?
Well, without the heels, I'm 5'11" and a half.
5'11"
and a half.
That's almost 6 feet.
Yes.
Okay, so let me see if I can
Okay, so she's probably even taller than me with the heels.
Yeah.
6'4" with the heels.
Okay, take a
so
seat,
that's
please.
taller than me.
All right, got you. This stool is just perfect for you.
So, we are making banga soup with Chef Mary Jane. And of course, Mary Jane always knows how to wow us.
Oh.
How to wow us.
I should be turning that pot like
Please be my guest.
The entire building that people are going to be.
So just in case you're wondering
making their
why.
way to this particular location.
Okay, so just in case you're wondering why it's taking so well, when you're using extract from the palm nuts, it actually takes a really long time.
Okay.
But is it possible to buy that extract, you know?
Yes,
in
they're canned ones.
Okay.
They're canned ones.
So it's already been processed, I
yes.
guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got a taste.
Of course.
I like that. Like, you have to put it here.
Chef Mary Jane.
Yummy.
All right.
It's actually not a thick soup.
Okay.
So,
it's a loose soup.
Okay, that's how it naturally is.
Yeah, that's how it is. Yes, it's not supposed to be thicker
Oh.
So I'm just going to take this away from here.
Take it easy with that pot lid. I hope it doesn't tip over.
My mouth
This is
watering
beautiful.
I'm afraid of my hand getting burnt.
Absolutely amazing. Is the camera getting? Oh my goodness.
All right.
Oh, look at all that deliciousness in one plate.
How does that feel?
Feels like, can I wash
I hope
my
you're not
hands
on a
right
diet.
Yes, we're going to definitely help you with that.
Stuff you with semo and banga soup.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what it is that makes Chef Mary Jane's. I don't know what inspires her to put together these dishes. Honestly, I have to.
In
I have
fact,
to
she's
key
just
into
loading up that plate.
But Chef Mary Jane,
Right
we really have to rush now. We really have to rush.
We do have to
Let's
rush.
get a shot of that as quickly as possible.
And just in case the queen prefers some eba.
Wow.
Oh,
That's also been made. If you look behind me,
okay.
there's some
There's
some yellow
yes,
gari.
Indeed. Let's put this right here. And we're going to have Chef Mary Jane serve some onto the plate for you so that you can taste it.
Okay.
Yeah? But meanwhile, we will be saying our thank you.
Yeah, big thank you to Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
Yes,
you know,
indeed.
you guys are the best. We love you.
Of course. And of course, thank you so much, Fola at Fola's Place for the hairstyling. You know we love you. You know we love you.
Yes, we're going to be back again on Monday. Don't forget, tomorrow, though, in the morning, we have the Omnibus edition of
Everything
Wake
that
Up
happened
Nigeria.
throughout
Everything
the week.
that happened throughout the week. Whatever interviews you missed, you're going to be watching them.
Exactly. And you can still catch it on YouTube. So not to worry, not to worry.
Exactly.
Go onto YouTube and check out that hashtag Wake Up Nigeria.
It's been a great day today on the show. We'll see you again
week.
on Monday. While we're getting ready with
yes, please
Queen
tell
there.
us how it tastes, please.
Just taste the soup.
Taste it, taste it.
Because we all know what semo tastes like.
Taste it.
Please be gentle.
Very nice.
I was sure you were going to speak Igbo just now. Like,
Really?
I just felt
Because
that.
very nice.
Exactly, that's what we're talking about.
Thank you so much.
But we have to run. Have a great weekend, people.
Bye, guys.
Bye. All right, Chef Mary Jane.
Let's cook with